threes, and it's probably going to work here again as we start off game number 1.
Now we are starting off on Miami Dome. No character swaps as far as I can tell from Sprite, Glue, and Crockie. They're going in with the team that gave them the victory in their previous set. Things are kind of split a little bit right now. They're playing a little bit of musical chairs, maybe some square dancing where you swing your partner do-si-do, then all of a sudden you're dancing with someone else. As they're split here on Miami Dome, soft platforms haven't been too much of a respite zone. We now see Dawg and Sprite over on the left side. Sprite opening up with a nice down air, grabbing a ground pound, hit straight on the bottom side. Nice work, Dawg. Done.
Dawg's going to fall after, now I won't say an overextension, but an early attempt to try and catch Sprite for being a little bit too low. And after the first attempt at ground pound, gave up a lot of stage, and Sprite took full advantage of that.
Now we are seeing Crockie come in at the weapon disadvantage. He hit the D-like ground pound, which definitely didn't lead to a KO. Added to a little bit more damage. Walshy going to find a KO now. Cutie falls. Crockie falls.
Yeah, like, just stay away from Sprite off stage. That's actually just the theme of the entire sets that we've... Anytime anybody's been anywhere near Sprite off stage, he has usually walked away with the KO instead. So they're going to have to find a way to handle that pretty soon. But at least you have Walshy holding on to that third stock very well. It's unhealthy, but that's also Val, and people have been tanking very well so far with Val all day.
Oh, Cutie, what a great handoff that Walshy just did to Cutie, who came in and then hit the three-piece. It hit a little bit of team damage onto Walshy, but it was like a nair, so it doesn't matter because there's virtually no variable force on that. So it's not going to lead to a KO whatsoever, not even really leading to too much of a juggle opportunity. So Walshy still living. Meanwhile, Glue and Crockie are very dangerous territory.
Yeah, but you were saying how Cutie's handoff was really good before. It happened again. They were able to get Glue basically to red off of 2 interactions. They caught him slipping on the left and got multiple team combos that both Sprite and Crockie were not able to solve. Crockie being on last stock actually super surprising with how good the defense was in the first set that we saw.
He does at least have Spear in his hand, which is the main weapon he's been focusing on, not only really for his entire career, but definitely on Arcadia over the great sword pick. Nice down air from Crockie. He's going to get that stock.
That down air actually mattered quite a bit. That was a solid play without too much help from your team to get it. Walshy and Sprite both holding on to that second stock, trying to make sure they're not the first ones to give it up. Meanwhile, Sprite in the middle of that, but if it wasn't for Crockie going to interrupt that play, that could have been a recovery heading straight toward to Sprite.
Dawg hoping to go over on that left soft platform. That's going to be Glue taken out of the game. Sprite put on a final stock. Walshy continuing to survive this unknockoutable Val so far. Even that picked up so high that recovery from Sprite wasn't enough to KO Walshy. He's done a great job of taking as little damage as possible over an extended period of time and putting himself in a good spot. He even went so far out to finish off that stock.
Has the extra one, is willing to take the lead, and like we said before, defense wins championships, and so far that's been a pretty good theme. When you have someone who's able to tank stocks like this, you are in a good spot. Good defensive route too. Unfortunately for Walshy, you do miss the wall, but this is still everybody in a very healthy spot on the blue team compared to Sprite, who hasn't taken much damage, but it's going to be hard to engage with what they got going on here.
Now, we'll see how they fare in the 3v1. Of course, this is the first time that we've seen Walshy, Dawg, and Cutie in this chance. Okay, he's just going to GC and charge that one up basically as long as he can off stage before it auto-fires after that handful of frames that you get on a gravity cancel, and he's just going to hit that. Okay.
I mean, he's actually playing deer in the headlights almost at the moment. He's just waiting for a long time, goes for a charged option, and they've been hit twice for it. This could be a good chance for him to find a gip, but it's not going to happen. Cutie sneaks right back through.
Oh, he's just going to do it again. He does take some punishment that time from Dawg's down. Air Sprite only in the orange, so it's not the worst thing. He now has control of that soft platform. Likely will end up back on the wall here, but he has Walshy to deal with, who's going to disengage. Probably doesn't want to engage with the weapon disadvantage. Goes over, grabs the spawn. Sprite, man, he's doing a good job so far.
Sprite has been so impressive. However, you had next to no options. You could choose past that point. Got set too far off. Finally caught him with the edge guard, but my goodness, like we said before, Sprite, don't go anywhere near Sprite off stage. Has 4 knockouts to his name because of how solidly he kept catching people off the side of the stages, but just stay away. And he almost made that work there. He was 3 for 3 for charge GC neutral sigs as people just kept trying to go and catch him. Excuse me, side sig, not neutral sig, but they kept waiting and waiting. And to be honest, Marky, there's no reason to really go engage with that. It's like, look, eventually you got to touch the ground. You're going to have to reset, and we're going to take advantage of it.
100%, especially if you're in the situation where practicing 3v3, you were more practicing on the actual 3v3 or the 3v2 rather than practicing that 3v1 situation where you already have such an inherent advantage. If you haven't practiced how to do that with your teammates, then you should just probably chill out.
Yeah.
Take things slow. You have the opportunity to do that. But if you are not wanting to take things slow, you can just grab a KO that early on. No worries.
cxti saw Crockie and said, "You're mine," and it continued all the way over to the left side and just kept going. cxti has been in the middle of the fray of everything. I was going to say the player they need to worry about is Glue, because Glue took so much damage in that last game, but Crockie falling early, they're got like Crockie's going to need to get back to center and start to make what happened early to work.
cxti's taking so much damage, some of it from his own team, eventually leading to a KO. Sprite might be gone, and he is. Blue team all in the orange, looking really healthy right now. Nice D-Light side air. You see cxti immediately coming in to follow up off of dawg as well.
It's been the Bryn show so far. cxti for one, dawg getting the other one, but cxti, like you said, has been going crazy to start things off. Meanwhile, Crockie might actually fall here again. That's going to be potentially Crockie already on first stock, and it is from that amazing edge guard from dawg. Actually, excuse me, it was from Walshy, but either way, Crockie
Glue
already on the one.
Glue grabs the edge guard on the right side, sending Walshy down. Let's see if dawg can make it through this one. There were two members of the red team, but cxti was there to hit the side light into the neutral air, giving cxti the room that he needed to get back on.
Side air is going to come through for Glue, so he's going to at least be able to strike back, but Glue is also pushed to his last stock. Sprite has been the main defensive champion for the red team right now, and he's been the only one who's been able to not go to one stock in sub-6. Wow, Crockie falls already. It's not even the 6-minute mark already. Blue team hunted down Crockie and got rid of him so fast.
Okay, Glue coming out with some good lance damage. Unfortunately, he's at the man disadvantage, so he's taking some serious damage here as well. Oh, even that, the double in-light, the final frames of that second one making contact. So does that weapon toss. That's going to be the stock. All of a sudden, Sprite finds himself in the 1v3. Nice ground pound, gets two there.
There's no way, man. Like, the option coverage that happened a little while ago against Glue, where he just had no correct choices, and Sprite is still out here just as a one-man army, just taking everyone out. Look, for the people at this point, just get rid of cxti stock. I want to see you take 3 with this one left. But right now, getting pogoed and getting destroyed by cxti as cxti goes all the way down there just to make sure that it has been finished. Dominant again for the blue team. A big part of that, of course, the Crockie falling very early. How much damage did Crockie take? 451. Only putting on 153.
Dude, that's bad numbers. I'm just going to be honest here. That's bad numbers. You put one character in red, and you've done 150 damage. He did 1 damage beyond putting a single character in red on 1 stock. He took 450 damage. Spread that out across his 3 stocks. He is being taken out at the absolute beginning of red every single stock. So on both sides, Crockie was getting mixed.
The very first stock, cxti speed ran Crockie's first stock. So I was going to chalk that up at first to just Crockie, okay, you gave up one early, it happens. But that has replicated through each stock after that. And much similar to the beginning of this match, dawg was chasing Sprite all the way off stage. Sprite has been the defensive mayhem they needed. And Sprite also, by the way, has switched off away from that Dawson.
Gonna see what he can do with this Val pick. Of course, one of the classic setups for Val. That classic Addy Mestic setup that we've seen him play. Unfortunately, he's not able to use the white color scheme because we are in teams here. And that, again, Crockie taken out 40 seconds into the game.
That has to change for the red team ASAP if they want to get back in. cxti with the full charge onto Glue, thinking you were safe. Absolutely not. Glue forced to go over there because of the positioning, I believe, of Walshy on the right platform, and just got caught slipping. It takes the blue team to take out the blue team. One Bryn for another. cxti takes out dawg, but it looks like they might be taking out Sprite pretty soon, too.
Seeing dawg fighting over on the right side. cxti as well. The double Brens seem to be sticking together sometimes, leaving Walshy by his lonesome, but I don't think he's too lonely. He's doing a great job being self-sufficient in this game. Still on his first stock. Meanwhile, Glue taking so much damage. In danger, definitely he's done. You saw the sweat beads coming out, and then he took a down air. You're out of there.
This has been the Pogo Brawlhalla Championships. We have seen there goes
There's another one.
So many stocks have fallen to spear down air from the accuracy of both cxti and dawg that I don't know if the red team is going to get an answer anytime soon. They actually actually need to take them out off of incredibly big 2 to 3-for-1 combos, and I don't know if we're going to find that here, Sparky.
Oh, Walshy, he got the first side sig while Glue was still in the orange. Oh, and he got yet another one. It seemed like the longer Glue was spending out there, the fewer and fewer options he had. So Walshy just had to keep his presence up out there, keep the hitboxes coming out. He was eventually going to find purchase. Dawg is going to fall, but only onto his final stock. Meanwhile, Walshy, so healthy on second. cxti, not the bad spot either in the orange.
This is the Esports Dev highlight reel being shown at the moment. They have absolutely dismantled the red team. They figured out how to get rid of Crockie. They figured out that Glue couldn't get around a bunch of the edge guards, especially those downers, and now Sprite, for the third time, is being forced to deal with this.
No major 3v1 team combo, but we did at least see, like, Walshy was the middle, and then cxti and Dawg, like, swapped out to be the ones to take the lead there. Man, Sprite's in just a bad spot. Look, let's be real. You're not going to take out 5 stocks from this blue team who's been playing so well so far. They're going to take that, clinch the game, clinch the set, guaranteeing themselves that 3-0 and also guaranteeing themselves a top 8 placement on the winner's side.
You're talking about that pick for Pingu earlier. It's looking pretty good. And I mean, even when we looked at this, looking at just seeing Dawg on that team to begin with, it's like, oh, that is going to be really good. cxti popped off too. Walshy was impossible to knock out. That team was firing on all cylinders in the way that we said earlier. The red team was firing on all cylinders. So they ended up getting knocked out. It's actually because they lost the